If you want to see how I go from this curly fro to these individual two-strand twists, keep watching. So here I'm just finishing with rinsing my hair. Normally I do it in the shower, but I already took my shower, so I just decided to do it this way this time. And I'm gonna show you guys how my curl look coming right from under the water. As you can see at the top, I have different curl patterns all over, and it might look like I have some straight pieces, and sometimes I do, but it's not from any damage. It's just my hair has a funny way of curling up when it wants to. This shirt was hand drawn and painted by me. This is the shirt I use to wrap my hair after I've washed it or rinsed it, because I do not use a towel, so it's just easier for me to find this shirt and use it on my hair. So now I'm getting ready to show you guys what it looks like. This right here in the front, you can see more of a loose curl pattern. And I'm letting you guys know before I take this shirt off that I did start brushing out my hair. So that's why it looks like Don King mixed with 100 layers of gel right now, minus the shiny part. But yeah, so this right here is one of my curl patterns here in the back, and that's how it looks with nothing on it. And on the opposite side, I'm gonna show you guys another curl pattern, because like I said, I have multiple curl patterns all over my head. This one is a little bit looser. So now we are going to start. I'm parting it down the middle, and this is the section off the front because of the way I want to do my twists in the front versus the twists I'm doing in the back. And like I've stated before, I am a perfectionist when it comes to my hair, so I tried to shorten this video to the best of my ability, but just know it took a lot longer than 14 minutes to complete this style. So I'm clamping this section off, and I'm gonna do the same on the other side. This style is really good if you do not want your hands in your hair all the time, or just want something that you can get up and go, because although it takes a long time to do, you can really wear this style for a week, maybe more. I typically wear it for at least a week before I take it down. So I'm clamping the other side, and this is to get it out the way so it doesn't mix with the back. So now I can begin on the back of my head. Because this is actual style, this is the product that I'm using, and the only product that I'm using, which is my hair smoothie. And I am going to make sure all the parts that I do for this style are clean, straight parts. That's why I'm using these hair clips, because it helps me keep my twists in position so that when they dry, they don't dry crazy and sticking every which direction. Now, if I didn't care if the parts were visible or not, would only be if the style that I was doing was going to be taken out or was a twist out. But since this is going to be something that I'm wearing as a style, I really want to make sure I do good on my parts. So because it's very hard to see when I'm working in the back, I put up as much as I can, and I use my mirror to do the rest, to get my part as straight as I can before I begin twisting. From the looks of it, that part looks straight enough for me, so I'm now parting it to begin the twist. I believe I did 4. When you're parting it, you can do them as big or as small as you like, depending on how you want your overall look to be. But I know that I'm parting it so that they're windows and that a twist falls in every window. So I try to make sure there's an even number to start off with every time I do my twist. So you just put a little bit of the hair milk smoothie on your hair, and I use my dead end brush to brush it out, and then you twist. I like to twirl my hair around my fingers instead of using a perm rod, and then I clamp it with a clip at the end of the flat twist. I flat twist it first and then 2-strand twist, just to give it a better hold and it lasts longer instead of just doing a 2-strand twist. And you just repeat this process. Here I'm going to show you guys up close what my hair looks like after I put in the hair milk smoothie and how my hair curls up. And here is the finished look of the back bottom row. So I'm just going to repeat this whole process throughout the rest of my hair that's tied up right here in a ponytail and show you guys the finished look. Finally done with the back, and here it is. So as you can see, I have flat twists going down, and then once it reaches the end of the part, I start the 2-strand twist. And now it is time to work on the front. Because I honestly didn't have any more energy, that's why I'm just doing 4 bigger flat twists. But I kind of know how I want it to look, so I'm going to use my Shine and Jam conditioning gel. I put a little bit on before I start anything just because it's really frizzy in the front and it's hard for me to get a clean part and know which direction I'm going in. So I just do a little bit of that to help me out. So now I'm gonna part it. I don't really do middle parts for this. Sometimes I do, but I like it off to the side just so my flat twist can have a curve to it and be more of a style rather than, oh, I'm just flat twisting my hair for the heck of it kind of look. So I'm working on getting a straight part. And the section that I'm not going to work with, once again, I am tying that away so it does not interfere with the rest of my hair. And as I'm working on this section, the idea that came in my mind was to do the kissing twist or kissing flat twist. I think that's what it's called. I've heard somebody say that, where you have the 2 flat twists but they're facing inward towards each other. So as I'm working on this part of my hair and brushing it out, I'm really thinking to myself, I wonder if I can do it, because the last time I tried, I could not pull it off and it just looks really, really bad. But for some reason, I just feel like I can do it now. So I'm getting ready to part the top, and here is what it looks like. So I think I did a decent job on that for a first time. I think that's pretty good. And here is the finished look of the front. Now this side that I'm showing right now, those 2 bigger flat twists in the front, I didn't really like but because of how long this whole style took, I told myself it looked good enough, and if I didn't like it in the morning, I would just fix it in the morning, because it was really hard to do the kissing twist on that side as well. So I'm finishing it off with my Shine and Gem conditioning gel, because as my hair started to dry, because like I said, I'm a perfectionist and I kept redoing it and redoing it, it started to get frizzy and dry up. So I'm just flattening it with my brush again, to the brush. So this bottle is just a mixture of water and one of my oils that I spray. This is what helps me keep my hair moisturized instead of having to take it down and re-moisturize it all the time. I can just spray it. And this is basically the finished look. So now it's time for my nighttime prep. I'm not putting on as many scarves as I did in my last video, but I am putting on this scarf in the front, just to tie down and flatten my edges for a cleaner look in the morning. Now with this scarf, it's kind of tricky because I'm using the mirror to see if I want to tie it around the middle or if I wanted to tie it underneath, because depending on where you tie it will affect your hair. If you tie it in the middle, there's a possibility you can have a dent, but because I know all I have to do is spray that water and oil in my hair, it'll bounce right back. And then I just put my satin bonnet on. And that is about it for this 2-strand twist look. Bye.